Hi guys, in this lecture we are going to see what is fake authentication attack. In the previous lecture, we saw how easy it is to crack a web key on a busy network. In a busy network, the number of data increases very fast. One problem that we could face is if the network is not busy. If the network is not busy, the number of data will be increased very slowly. At that time, we are going to fake as an access point that doesn't have any client connected to it, or an access point that has a client connected to it. But the client is not using the network as heavily as the client in the previous lecture. So now let's look at an example. Now we will run arrow dump. So as you can see that I'm going to terminate this process. I'm going to run arrow dump and hit enter. So as you can see that we are having this particular AP. Okay, so the same AP that we have used before, but the difference is that we have disconnected the clients that were connected to this attack. As we can see here that in the client area, there is no client connected and the data is about to 0 and it didn't even go to 1. So the next thing that I'm going to do is to solve this problem. What we can do is inject packet into the traffic. When we do this, we can force the access point to create a new packet with the new IV which is in them and then capture these IVs. But we have to authenticate our device with the target AP before we can inject packets. Access points have list of all the devices that are connected to them, and they can ignore any packet that come from a device that is not connected. If a device that doesn't have any key tries to send a packet to the router will just ignore all the packets and it won't even try to see what is inside it. Before we can inject packets into a router, we have to authenticate ourselves with the router. So to do this, we are going to use fake authentication method. So in the previous lecture, we already executed arrow dump. So now let's see how we can use fake authentication. Now we can see that auth has no value here. Okay, it is having no value here. Once we have done fake authentication, we will see an OPN, which is also called as open, shows up there, which will means that we have successfully falsely authenticate our device with the target AP. Now we are going to use the command for doing all this step or all this process is airplay ng -- fake auth 0 A and the BSS ID of the Wi-Fi router, which is this. Okay, now 2E DC B0. So this is the BSS ID of the Wi-Fi router. So the next thing is -h, and here we need to write our interface MAC address. So how you can write it? You can simply type if config LAN 0 and hit enter. Okay, if config LAN 0 router. Okay, so something is okay. IW config first. Yes, my mode is connected. Now let's try to do if config LAN 0. Everything is correct. Flag LAN 0 is this, and this is correct. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and in case here 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so this is our MAC address. Okay, so now let's copy. Okay, and get back to our command line. Now let's paste it here, and the thing that you need to fix here is just change hyphen with this particular symbol. Okay, so now everything is clear. The next thing, land 0. Okay, and hit enter. So as you can see that in the case of here, auth is OPN. So before doing this, I want to first show you or tell you that what each command means here, because it is very important to understand what you are doing and why you are doing. So with AirPlay, we are going to use fake attack. Is this clear? Yes, this is clear. Now here, what I'm going to do here is in this attack, we include the type of attack and the number of packets that we want to send, which is -- fake auth. So we are going to use -a here. Okay, -a to include the target network, which is this. Okay, sorry, which is this. Okay, now after this, we are going to add -h to include the MAC address of our interface, and then this is the name of interface. So now as you can see that auth is open, so this is our target that we want to achieve. So this is how you can do this. Okay, now from the next lecture onwards, we are going to see what is ARP request replay attack. So I think you all guys are enjoying all these things. So don't forget to read this course. Thank you for watching this lecture.